So HospitalRun is an offline first hospital information system for hospitals in the developing world. And there's some important focuses on it. One, that it's offline first because in the developing world, connectivity is not at all guaranteed. The other thing is user friendliness. So if you've had any experience with like medical software, it's really horrible even here in the States. And when you're going in a context where maybe folks are not that familiar with using computers, you want to give them an experience that is easy to use. And the other thing is just setting everything up so that it can run in locations that may not have the greatest IT support. So thinking about ways to kind of minimize that. So the reason I want to talk to you about it is because I want to ask for your help. And I have a top 10 list of why you should consider contributing to HospitalRun. And first of all, it's that you can literally help save lives. So this is a condition called hydrocephalus, which is water on the brain. It's a deadly condition if not treated, and it's a condition of poverty. It happens in countries where the conditions for kids being born aren't great, and using software like HospitalRun allows hospitals to have accurate records to be able to do things like research. Harvard Medical's been doing a lot of work on this particular condition, and boys like Tom here, or kids like Tom, have been saved because of the life-saving. So you can be a part of that. Okay, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself, sorry. Okay, so here's the other thing. You have an opportunity to work on an offline first project that's being used in the places that it's most needed. So if you think about like a laboratory, and it's better than a laboratory, but like you're able to work on a project that's being deployed in locations that really have a need for it. Another thing, so we are looking for more maintainers. So if you're interested in becoming a contributor, and that's something that you really find that you really works with you, like we'd love to add more maintainers. And you might think, well, okay, like why do I want to be a maintainer on this project? So one of the things that happened recently is that HospitalRun was adopted into the JS Foundation. So there's a certain level of profile there that other projects may not have. And so if you want to get involved in something that's gotten some attention and maybe could get you some attention in a good way, we love you to consider that. Another thing, we need UI or UX designer help. So this happens to be an article called How Bad UX Killed Jenny. So it's actually an article talking about how a bad like medical record system actually caused like a medical error. So like design is really important, not just from the usability, but also like in making sure that the information is actually helpful and not harmful. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, so we'll go a little quicker here. Okay, so some other reasons. So maybe you know about Pouch and Couch, or maybe you want to learn Pouch and Couch. HospitalRun uses those technologies, and it's a great way, contributing to a project is a great way to learn more about these technologies. So we have Pouch and Couch, we have Ember, and then we also have Electron. So those are three technologies that if you want to be a part of the project, you can learn more about. And like I said, it's a great way of learning new technologies. And this is something else that possibly you could consider is there actually is a lot of money to be made in digital health. So this was stats back in 2015, like 4.5 billion in investment, and some of that is going towards the developing world. That's not my reason for doing this, but that could also possibly be a reason. And my last point is that HospitalRun needs people like you who are passionate about offline first. The folks in this room and folks that you know are people who can make the most impact in a project like this. So,
Steve?
yeah.